It's gonna be one of those weeks, isn't it? Readers, this is another instance of today's lesson coming out of what you would expect to be a Readus Reacts. Because when something as monumental as the first live-action trailer for Ghost in the Shell comes out, one does not simply ask the class to turn to page 394. No, you react to that shit. Especially with everything that's been talked about regarding the casting of Scarlett Johansson as Motoko Kusanagi. Now, if you all didn't know already, I'm highly opposed to whitewashing and projecting the white savior trope onto projects where they don't necessarily belong. Gods of Egypt being the first movie I spoke out about this situation here on the channel. And rightfully so, because that movie was unfiltered ass water. But I've also made it known time and time again regarding the Great Wall, the initial concerns of the live-action Mulan movie, and the recently debunked rumor regarding Gon K. Lee in Spider-Man Homecoming. So I feel like I should state that this time around my knowledge of Ghost in the Shell is limited. As of this recording, I have not read the manga, I have not seen any of the animated films, and I've only ever caught 3 to 5 episodes of Standalone Complex back when it aired on Adult Swim. Although I feel like I should get brownie points because I love Yoko Kanno's music. Now I know what you're thinking, but LeRon, if you know nothing about Ghost in the Shell, then how can you say that the problem is whitewashing? Or that it has a problem? Aha! This is where the plot begins to thicken, readers. Because the problem I see with Ghost in the Shell ever since the trailer dropped isn't a case of poor representation regarding people or source material. Mostly because I don't know enough about either of them in this fandom in order to properly comment on it. The problem with this movie is you. Because I did what every other self-respecting YouTuber doesn't do, except for the ones that are clearly better people than I am. In order to get a better understanding of people's opinions after I watched the trailer, I read the comments section. And whereas there were decent individuals who did their best to inform on the situation to the best of their ability, they were followed by stubbornness and closed-mindedness. Even individuals who were genuinely curious about why everyone was making such a ruckus about the casting were treated with at least a form of elitism. And then of course there's this fuck. Oh yes, there's a reason why I'm focusing on this one more than the others. Because I really want you to read and digest what this man said. And understand why I gave this comment a thumbs down. Because fuck this guy and everybody who thinks like him. However, there were indeed moments in which my urge to set the world on fire after dousing it in kerosene was stopped. Particularly comments in which 2 or more individuals were able to properly come together and learn something new. Either about the movie, about the source material, or about the world itself. And it had me thinking how better off the world would be if people just stopped being dicks to each other just for the sake of being a dick. That instead of going LOL noob whenever someone asks a genuine question, we just fucking answer it and broaden that person's mind without being assholes. That instead of labeling every single complaint as too politically correct or too social justice warrior-y just so that we don't have to deal with it, that we just fucking deal with it. So that we can become better as people. Which in itself is part of the problem. Because motherfuckers don't want to put in the work. They don't want to deal with problems that have nothing to do with them. And when they're called out for it, they immediately claim to be the victim and feel uncomfortable. Even though they should. Because the same energy that you spend talking shit about somebody who doesn't know about the thing, but genuinely wants to know about a thing, could have been spent either educating them, or putting a stop to the racist and bigoted fucks from swinging their microscopic dicks around. And if you feel the need to debate with somebody who has different opinions regarding your own, you can do it in a civil manner. Without throwing insults at each other, without using racial slurs, without degrading anybody, and without making people think that you're naturally superior. And those that feel that way have no place here, until they learn that they are not. Is that harsh? I don't think so. Then again, I never claimed I was a Jedi. Readers, with everything that's currently going on right now, we have to do a better job at being human beings. And I know that the comments section of the Ghost in the Shell trailer isn't the only instance on the internet where people have proven to be ridiculous, nor will it ever be the last. So we can either do something to change it, or we can ignore it and let it grow. And I think you already know what my decision is. So readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comments section something pleasant about a movie you initially thought was trash. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. Which means, yes, there will be a Friday video this week. Because that's how schedules work. Anyway, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.